Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon po,
afternoon, ma'am.
ma'am.
Good
Afternoon, ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am. So,
Okay, sige. So good afternoon. I guess madungog man siguro ko no, loud and clear kasi namay na nga nanubag. So in short, madungog ko. By the way, may I see everyone para murag dili pag ko feeling na ako nag-iisa ko kay para makita ta mo mga unsa na mo dira. Okay, I see, I see. Kasi I would want to familiarize faces manggod para maka-remember ko bag kinsa mo mga tawhana mo. Okay, we have Alright, sige. Let it be ha, ana na lang ha kasi para makita gyud nako nga naga-work mo if ever we will be having like solving and all. Kasi supposedly no, last week sana maka-start na ta sa ato ang rounding decimals. However, we were unable to do that because nag-ano ta, unsay tawag ani nagka-intro lang ta. So for today, we will be having the rounding of decimals. Okay, let me just check my iPad ko. Nabi kadali lang yun. Saglit lang yun. Okay, sige. Naba tayong mga gipang kalintura diha nga nakapa-attendance na sa January? Naa ba? Lagi kalintura ron?
Present.
Inyo?
naama.
Present.
Present.
Yes, ma'am.
Present.
Last
Present
week
Okay,
pa po.
kira na. Ta batch day ta karon batch. So ako mga ka-batch day karon mo ning yung mga gipang kalintura. Actually, I was sick also last Friday tapos Saturday. Sabay mi ni Sir Henry nga gikalintura. Ano ko batch day ta? Batch daghan man gipang kalintura karon no. So normal ra na siyang kalinturahon mo karon kay flu season. So there are people already nga ansay tawag nagpa-flu vaccine na sad. Kuya, na siguro tagtusok-tusok. Normal may ginang magkasakit ta. So, sagdahin na lang na siguro. Okay, sige. Time pa ha. Pangitaon sa nako tong PowerPoint. Mobita nang wala ko sa office karon kay magpahungaw sa ko. Pahungaw sa ta sa atong debate kay bisud kaayo nga duty ta ba sige charge ta nilag COVID dito tus loko na atong ilong virgin pa ba akong ilong pakotraya na. Ta magtry-try na sakit ba daw. Time pa ha. Okay, sige. Well, for rounding decimals, no, I guess everyone already knows how to round a decimal. So far, nangutana ko unsay feedback ni Sir Henry sa inyong klase together sa morning session. Mutana lang gugug unsa kumusta ba mo sa inyong math performance. Pinaana siya nga so far frustrating daw mo kasi kanang siguro no sa kadugay-dugay ba og nasubraan ka basic naglisod mo baliktad manggod ta sa college no kasi siguro it's a psychology siguro na ba nga ang atong mong expectation pag college student is more of lisod. And I think most of our subjects, especially for Prof Ed and major subjects na to, ay lisod gyud siya, di ba? So manang naanad ang atong utok og lisod. Nya karon sa sobraan ka sayo naglisod ta. Na mo siguro na nga naglisod pod mo. But don't you know that ang mga basic baya gyud ang pinakadaghan sa mga questionnaires and activities and worksheets and whatever mga basic talaga. So muna nga balikan yun na to siya no, even if it is basic, yes, it is easy, pero di gyud siya kakumpiyansaan. Kay kung unsa pa na ang sayon, mao pa na di ka katubag. Ana baya jud. So kung unsa gyud to ang sayon, didto kita mo balik. So we don't make things complicated here. So I have decided also nga if you have reviewed our SIM format, I think you have seen the same format na gito yung mga tangent dito, mga geometry ka mga algebra, mga polynomial, mga ana. I think maybe dili na nato siya hotdon gyud to dito entire kasi it's really impossible for us also to cover all the coverage for for math. So feeling nako dili na gito na to kaya tanan. So ang ako na lang decision is that maybe pagabot dito sa ubos I will pick topics on the end part nga kanang magamit gyud nato. Nga dito na to siya pukusan kasi lisod man gud nga mag-focus ta ang mga tangent, mga geometry tapos at the end of the day although useful good siya pero we don't want to waste time manggod. Ana good niya. Dili mi natuto ma-cover tanan so pilion na lang to nato dito ah. Ana na lang siguro if that would be okay for everyone. Na lang para dili kayo ta masayang ang atong time ba. Ato lang to siyang agian tapos dili lang kayo na to siya i-dig in tapos pilion na lang nato. Like for example, we will focus more on the divisibility rules. Kanang mga divisibility rules nga unsaon nimo pagkabalo nga ang number is divisible by 10, divisible by 5, divisible by 9, mga rulings kung baga. Kasi those are the most important concepts of math. Basic man na siya sa elementary, even though dili kayo na siya gina-emphasize sa elementary no pero the essence of the divisibility is perminti manggod na siya gabalik-balik. So far kana lang siguro ang atong mga i-emphasize kasi naga-worry manggod ko mga third year na manggod mo ba niya. I think the feedback of the pre-rev, I don't know what happened to the BEd nga pre-rev karon if nabay mga nangatagak sa ilahang pre-rev or wala. So we will just make this seriously na lang kasi for your general education ra ba no kay ingon sila naglisod daw ang mga ED. So I don't know yet pila ka buok ang nabagsak but for other majors like for the math, science, daghang na nabagsak sa ilahang pre-rev and you will be the next batch to experience that one next sem. So pila na lang ka months inyong preparation. And you know what? Lisod baya mabagsak sa pre-rev day ay for fourth year. Kasi balikan talaga ninyo ang subject nga, di gid mo makagraduate. So sakit kay na, no. So gusto na to one take lang. And for sure, to tell you honestly, no, ang pre-rev sa UM is murag, ang level sa yung difficulty kay 2 times. Mas sayon pa ang board exam. Honestly. So mas lisod gyud ang pre-rev ni UM compared sa board examination. So ana siya. So in short, karon pa lang daan no magbago na kayo. Kailangan na gyud ninyo mangolekta og notes. You really have to collect notes. Your sim kung tagaan og mga sim, hala hiposi na ninyo. Start na gid mo og sulat-sulat or maybe you try to memorize or study na gid mo kay kung ako'y pastoryahon no, mas maayo pang mubagsak sa board examination kaysa mubagsak sa pre-rev sa UM. Kay graduation man gud ang nakataya. So sakit kaayo no. Munang inyong baboy diha basta niya nagbuhi-buhi na mo baboy diha kay nag-advance na mo ayo sa taon na niyo patubua kay. Wa pa ta kabalo, di pa na sure. Na no kay basta niya mapasubo na inyong ginikana niya ang ending di ay kay wala. Sayang kayong efforts inyong mga parents. So dili na mga nila mag-advance no. Na delikado ang pre-rev karon. Okay, let's have rounding decimal numbers. Sige. Gamyon ko ni Vicky maglagot ko ani. Okay. Let's try to solve this first. I have here one Okay. Try to solve this one first. Molly has $16 in her pocket. For it to be easier for all of you, no, tanggalan na lang ng mga dollar-dollar diya para di maglisod. She buys 3 hot dogs at 1.89, 3 milkshakes at 2.19, 3 large french fries at 1.79. Does she have enough money? Okay, try to solve. Okay, sige. Pilay answer, Ani.
17.61
17.61 po, ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, let's have 17.61. Okay, saglit lang ha. I just share my screen here. Okay, tara. So this would be the scenario here. No, we have 1.89 times 3. That would be 5.67. Then we have 2.19 times 3. That would be 6.57. 1.79 times 3, and so 5.37, total of 17.61, no? 17.61. So therefore, this would be your total answer. Now, we have, how much money does she have? We have 16 ba to? We have 16.
Yes, 16,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if your money is 16, does she have enough money?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No,
so the
ma'am.
answer here is no. So simply, we could say that this is no kasi kalayo ora sa 16 ug 17, no? So naa siya laping na isa. Pero what if, let's say ha, dili na nato nahilabtan ng atong resolve diha sa ibabaw. What if the total amount that she would have to pay would be 16 point, wait lang. 16.25. Does she have enough money? Example, if 16.25 na siya. Kung ang answer daw is 16.25, does she have enough money?
No gyapon, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, kulang gihapon.
Parang 25
No,
cents po.
gihapon. Okay, kasi we have 16. So nilampas na gid siya. Ano no, kasi we are talking about money and expenses here. So in short, nagyud siya dili mapalit didto. No, so ana siya. It's just the same thing. Okay, let's try again the other one. Okay, ako sa ni ano. Stop sa na ko ni resume na ko tong isa. Okay, let's have another problem. Next, gas costs 1.79 per gallon. I'm running on empty and I have a 20-gallon tank on my truck. About, take note about the red word ha, about how much will it cost to fill up?
$35.8, ma'am.
Okay, so we have here 35.8. Okay, so 35.8. Now take note about the word, katong word nga about diha, no? Pag makakita gani mo mga about, actually, that is a signal of a word which means estimation. So, estimaton nimo. So, meaning to say, pag nagani siya, pag tagaan gani kag question nga tagaan kag about, palibog ba na ko eh, about, ingo pasabot niya, i-estimate nimo siya. So in short, if your answer is 35.8, then you are free to round the number. So instead of answering 35.8, you could say 36. Ana siya. Kasi we are talking about the estimation kung pila gyud ang akong magasto kung ang per gallon is 1.79, 20 ka galon akong kailangan, mga pila. Mo na iyang bot pasabot ba? Mga pila ang akong magasto sa gasolina. So if you have the answer 35.8, if you could see that 35.8 could be rounded, so you will have to answer 36. In short, you have to answer the rounded number. Ma'am, how about if the answer is 35.2? Aw malamang ang i-answer nimo 35 ra gyud. Okay? So in short, pag mangutana ganig mga pila or about, ang ihatag nga answer rounded if it is decimal. Okay? Pero kung whole number na ang answer, say for example, if the answer is 35, 35 ang i-answer. Directly, 35 ka na diretso. Pero kung decimal gani, you have to round the number. So ana siya. Kasi estimation man if it is in decimal. Okay, let's move on. Next. Kani, you have 1 hour to take a 50 question test. About how much time can you spend on each question? Close enough is good enough. I want an answer in seconds. Tagahanta mo dagang time, anak, kay medyo complicated na siya. Gusto na ko kay seconds ang answer.
Oh, 72 seconds, ma'am.
72 seconds. So, nanay nag-answer sa 72 seconds. Sige, others ha, diretso pa. Tuloy-tuloy lang.
Fifty, ma'am.
Inay nag-50. Sige. Yes, Nikki.
1 minute and 2 seconds, ma'am, kada question. If 50
Okay,
question
we have
po.
1 minute and 2 seconds. Okay.
72.
So, 1 minute and 2
72.
seconds, that is 62. 62 man ang 1 minute and 2 seconds. May nag-72 na ay 50. O, tulo na yung answer ha. Sige, other. Sige, solve pa. Okay, sige. Are we done na ba? Humanata? Na okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess okay naman siguro ha. Sige, let's try to analyze first. If there are 50 questions in 1 hour, actually no, maglisod yun mo og solve ana people kung moderetso lang mo sa 1 hour, you try to simplify first. we are looking at how many seconds per ano sa meaning? One question is how many seconds. Di ba mo man na ato ang goal dira. Karon, since we are having 1 hour, that only means to say that we have 60 minutes per 1 hour. So the easiest way to do this is magtinambansa ka. You try to divide first 50 60 to 50 or nabaliktad ba? 60 divided by 50. No, you try to divide first. So, if there are 60 minutes, you also have 50 questions. You try now to get how many minutes would be there if you have 50 questions. So, in short, sama na nimo, 60 divided by 50.
1.2, ma'am.
That would be
1.2, ma'am.
1.2.
1.2
Unsa man is 1.2 diri karon?
Minutes, ma'am. Minutes.
Okay, minutes.
Minutes.
Final na ba na?
i-times
Dili pa,
mo
ma'am.
na
Pa siya sa
ma'am,
second.
60.
Actually, final na ni siya kung minutes ang gipangayo. Pasabot ani sa isa ka question na ay 1.2 minutes. Kaso dili makadiretso ana nga okay na siya 1 so sa to pa given na gini nga na kay 60 karon ang pangutana naman kay 0.2 di na nimo ma-plus to. So i-convert sa na nimo si minutes into seconds. Unsa man na siya pag-convert? Okay, times how many we have in 1 minute na atay pila ka seconds? We have
60, ma'am.
60. So, imo nang i-times. 1.2 times 60. You have 72 sek man na dira. O, cancel na nimo. You have 72 seconds. So, in short, the answer is 72. Okay, sa'yo nakakuha answer.
Bulawan, ma'am.
Okay, so daghan-daghan Okay, you have so many na nag-raise of hands. Okay. Daghan Good. If nakuha ninyo, dali raman na people, it's a matter of analysis. Analyze lang yun ninyo. Analyze ninyo siya para dili mo maglabad. Ayaw lang kayo siya make it easier. Ang problema, ayaw kayo ninyo siya problema ha. Do not problem the problem. Ragid na siya. Okay, let's continue. Sige. Okay, next. So we are here now in rounding whole numbers. Uy, di na naku kayo ni siya anohon. Kay kabalo na yung taon mo ani. Sa whole numbers, manataan na dito na ta sa ato ang decimal. So we have also the same ruling with the decimal numbers. But take note, if you have already undergone Edmt 1, nato siya murag special ruling, di ba, dito ang katong regarding sa rounding numbers nga natay katong rounding numbers nga we are used to, but there are also rounding numbers dito nga another ruling, di ba? If you could remember, pero the another ruling is not always applicable at all. It's just a strict ruling of rounding numbers. But what we are used to is that as long as the number is 5 above, we should round up. But if it is 4 below, kailangan magbaba ta. So that is also applicable here in the decimals. So you take note about the point here. Remember, when we are also reading decimals, the point should be read as and. Tapos you take a look at the sa kanang iyahang plus star. For example, in this case, 4.167 should be read as 4 and 167 thousandths. So tanaw nimo ang iyang pinaka-last if we are going to read. Here in this situation, we have 4.167. We have the closest hundredths. Sometimes makalimot ta ani. Ayun lang gid ninyo siya kalimte nga ang kanang point diha wala na nay ones pag maabot na ka sa decimal. You start with the tenths. tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, so on and so forth. So you take note about the on the place value chart. We have closest hundredths na to. Ang hundredths na to diri is 6. So 4.167. Look at the right side. So the right side is 7. Therefore, you round up. That would become 4.17. Question. Ma'am, magdagdag pa ba ta og 0 sa kilid? Dili na kailangan. Why? Because we are all only ask for the hundredths. Therefore, you give the digits for the hundredths. 4.17, that is already enough because 7 itself is in the hundredths position. So therefore, wag ka nang maglagay ng 0. Okay? Remember, dito sa ato ang ano, di ba naga-0 man ta dito sa whole number? Kung naka-remember mo, naga-0 man ta, dungagan na to siya. For example, we have 567,000. 567,000. Whole number ha. 567,000 round to the nearest kanang 567,500. Butang taan na. Ang the rest nga na-appeal dito butangan man to natog 0, di ba? Here in the decimal, dili na mo magbutang og 0 kay ang gipangayo hundredths lang naman. So 4.17 nang kakutob. So no need na nga imo pa nang butang og 0 ang 7 diha. So wa na tay 0 high. Diha ra na taman. Ana ra ang iyang ruling ana. Bawal na dungagan og 0. Although dili good siya, kuan gid no kasi it doesn't change a thing. Pero sa ngalan man gud nga ang gipangayo is closest hundredths. So that's the reason na hanggang hundredths lang po datong isulat. Ana ra siya. Okay, next. If you're asked to round to the nearest tenth, your answer stops at the tenths place. This is what I am talking about. Biskan pa og 42.737 or 42.7,345, tenth lang man ang ipangayo, isa ra gyud ang ihatag. So ana ra gyud ang iyahang kuanana. So you don't need na nga magdugang-dugang pa ka. So 42.73, 7 and 3. 3 is a small number. Round down, 42.7. Wala na ipakapin nga, 0. So kutob lang ka, diha. So wala na kay lain nga hilabtan. Okay, next. Special cases when there are 9 numbers or mga numbers nga 9. So round 2.197 to the closest hundredths. So we have here 9 in the hundredths. Iyang tapad is 7. So therefore, kailangan mag-round up. So what would happen to 2.197? Mahimong sila.
2.20, ma'am.
2.20. Ngano na 2.20 man siya?
Kay ni round off man ang 9 sa kay dako man ang sa 1,000, ma'am. So gi-round off niya ang 9. Tapos dako man pud ang 9. Motong ni round off siya sa 1 ay sa tens, motong na 2 ang sa 1 tapos 0 na ang 9.
Okay, good. So that is just a perfect example no on special cases of 9. So ang ani man gud na siya, if there are numbers that you really have to round tapos 9 siya, nya ang iyang right side is ma-out good siya, ma-round up good nimo siya. You take a look now at the left side of the number. Iyang left is ang number 1 man. So therefore, you have to increase 9 into 0, tapos you add a number or plus 1 ka sa iyang tapad. So that makes it 2.20. Kasi lisod pod no, sa may sunod sa 9, 0 naman gyud, wa naman gyud kay sunod. Pwera na lang 8 na siya ka, pwede pa 9. Ang 9 di naman na. So dito na ka manghilabot sa iyang left side. So that is for special cases. Example again, 4.95 to the closest 10. So we have 9 here. So supposedly 9 should be rounded up because the number beside 9 is 5. So what you're going to do here, what would be the answer? That would be
5.0.
5.0. Question. kailangan ba jud nga answer tag 5.0 or 5? Sige
Kailangan
daw.
ma'am kay gipangayo niya ang closest to 10th man. So kailangan jud siya na zero.
Okay, good. So ginana gyud na siya ha. Kasi rounding man ni siya 5.0. Pero if there are cases nga the problem will really ask you the exact amount, 5 na lang ka. 5 na lang ka. Pero in this case, Manggod, no, we are looking at the rounding of the closest tenth. Nangayo man siya closest tenth. So, ipakita, 5.0. Pero kung wala siya nangayo sa closest tenth, tapos imuhara ng initiative na imong i-round, pwede na ng 5. Kung initiative mo. Pero kung mangayo gani siya sa position, ihatag ang kompleto. Ana na siya. You follow the question, you follow the problem, you follow unsa iyang gipangayo para safety. Ana ra gyud. Okay, next. Round to tens, we have 4.56. Ayun na, nahimo siyang 4.6. 5.32, nahimong 5.3. 0.98. Take a look at 0.98. Tanawag, himo gyud siyang 1.0. Hundreds, we have 18.78, 9.46, kini round to hundreds, 9.997 thousands, that would become 10.10. Actually, 10 ra ang basa, ana. Wala na ng 0.00. Dili na kamo 10 and 00. Wala na. 10 ra ang answer, ana. Ay, ang pagbasa, 10 lang yun siya. So, same ra gihapon siya, no? So, this is an example of, a typical example of rounding na kailangan kompleto gid imong ihatag. Kasi if you're asked with the hundreds, in this situation, 9.997, supposedly, if this would be your own initiative, you will really say 10. Pero gipangayo man niya ang hundreds, sa Tagalog hundreds, ayaw ikadalo. 10.00 raman na. So, hatag din na siya ni mo tanan. So, ana ra gyud na siya. Okay? Sige. I guess this would be the last slide. Nasabtan ni siya diriya sa yun raman, no? So we don't have any problem at all with this one. So let's go now to solving decimals. Ning samot pagkasayon. Okay, asa naman to? Pensa na ako. Okay, sige. So we have here a problem na pud, no? We have, you work in a medical lab and you need to tell your coworker how much medicine you need. So you say, I need 2/10 of a gram of insulin. So saying numbers correctly can ensure everyone is talking about the same thing. So what would be the representation of 2/10 of a gram of insulin? That would be, pila man na? 0. 0.
0.2.
Pila man na? Okay, 0.2.
2.
So I need 2/10 of a gram of insulin. So that is 0.2. Ano siya yung representation, ana? Okay, so we have here now, yan. Decimals are numbers that are less than 1 but greater than 0. So this is what I am talking about. So it is somewhere between 0 and 1. So they appear to the right of the decimal point. Manataan na 39 and 1/10. So that is how you read that one. Okay, manamantaan na the place values. So this is also how you arrange if you're going to solve something. You make it sure that all of the decimal points are aligned with each other. So that is only your basis for computation. So no matter how complicated the arrangement is, as long as you align all the decimal, it would be easier for you to solve. Okay. So in this case, we have here 20.045 is read as 20 and 45 thousandths. Yan. So take note of the word and. Okay, kana same ra gihapon na siya. So this is the ano kaganina you need to take 3 grams of pain medication. You've already taken 0.75 grams of pain medication from a multi-purpose formula. How much more medication do you need? So simple as that, no? You have 3.00. You don't need to worry about whole numbers because we already know this one that every whole number has its own decimal point after or at the right side of the whole number. And you don't need to worry also in adding zeros, especially if you are solving. Kasi dili na magsakit iyahang tiyan diha og di nimo tagaag zero. So tagaan gyud ni mog zero na kay mag-solve ka kay maglisod din taong kag imagine. Lisod mag-solve nga imuharang mata-matahon di na nato na makaya. Pwera na lang na kay calcu. Pero kung mano-mano butangin na lang nag zero. Ayaw kadalo. Okay, so you line up the decimal points. 24.30 plus 18.45, yun. 24.3 lang sana siya. So, naman kay 0. So, the same as that. And also, when we are solving manually, please take note about the cancellation process. You really have to show the solution. Kasi, if you're just an adult solving this one, it would be easy for us to solve, no? But manually, we really have to show how did we come up with the answer because that's what matters the most. It's not about the answer but the process of solving. So 18.62 mga cancellation nimo unsa pa ng mga ekes nimo diha. Okay. The same thing as this one. So you have here 100 minus 25.783. You don't need to worry that one. Simply as adding zeros. So 100 point, butang tulo ka zero. Kung 5 pa nang nasa ubos, 5 ha ang zero sa ibabaw. Ana lang. So you gain the answer 74.217. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try solving this 2.89 plus 1.5. Dali na tabi. Dali lang. Okay. So we have 2.89 plus 1.5. Oh, this will be, pila man eh?
4.39 po.
4.39 po, ma'am.
Ayaw ikadalo ang zero, butangig zero. Kaya para di malibog. Okay, this would be 4.39. Okay. Next, we have 12.99 minus 8.1. Butangig zero para di maglisod.
4.89 po, ma'am.
4.89.
Okay, we have 4.89. So, simple lang. 9, 8, point, tapos kani may mong 12, kani ma 0. Okay, we have 4. So, 4.89. Next, we have 19 minus 3.2. 19 minus 3.2.
15.8 po, ma'am.
Okay, we have 15.8. So, this will become 10. 8. Ayan, wala na. Retain pala. Okay, we have 8. 5, and 15. So 15.8. Sige. Last one, we have 100 minus 2.66.
97.34 po, ma'am.
Okay, 97.34. So you always show your solution. This will become 10. This will become 9. 9 again. And then, ani pod mahimo? 9. Okay, we have 10, 4, 3, we have 7, we have 9, 0 na na. So that is 97.34. So that is how you solve decimals and subtraction. Okay, let's move on to multiplication. The same thing, no? We will be doing the multiplication in expanded form. So I will not be showing to you anymore the PowerPoint ha, kay para di ko magsigig lupad-lupad aning sa ano na to. So our problem is that we have Diritas next page ba? Okay. You need to buy 12 cans of paint. You have 12 cans of paint costing 5.29 each. How much will you pay? Okay. So of course, no, I think we already know how to solve this one. Dali namin, no? But dito ta sa manual na to. Sige. Manual nga expanded. Let's have 5.29. So if the value of each paint is in 5.29 per paint, we have
6.71.
okay, 5.29 times 12. Sige. Let's try to multiply. Normal nga pag-multiply ra ni siya. So this will become 18, 5, and then 10. Next, we have 9, 2, and 5. This will become 8, 14, 3,
3.48.
and 6. So what will happen now to the decimal point? Saan na ron?
Down.
Bring down ba? Sa ibuhato na pagkahuman.
I-count ang decimal place kung pila.
I-count ang decimal places sa decimal ug pila siya ka buok. Example, 5.29, we have 1. Wait lang. Okay, we have 1 and 2. So therefore, duha man na kabuok, count po ka. Asa man ta magsugod og count?
Right.
Left, right.
Right po, ma'am.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right.
We also have 1, 2, halabutang. That will become 63.48. So, ano lang naka-simple. Simple ra kayo. Sige, another. Let's try 3.51 times 1.4. 3.51 times 1.4. Try to solve.
49.14 po, ma'am. Forty-nine point ay
Okay, na nag-answer 4.914. Sige ha, let's try to solve daw, be. O, simple lang na pag-solve. Kanang normal lang siya nga pag-solve yun. Kanang normal lang talaga na multiplication. So, we will have 4, we have 20, 4, 8, 12, 14, we have 1, 5, and 3. Okay. So, we have here 4, plus na to na siya, 4, 1, 9, and 4. Let's count the total number of decimal positions. We have 1, 2, and 3. So therefore, 1, 2, and 3. So 4.914. So ana na siya. So it doesn't mean nga sa ibabaw lang ka mag-counting sa decimal. As long as nakadana siya point na nakadecimal siya, pwede ka na siya nimo i-ano no itulo. Yes, Ken. Si
Po?
Ken. Yes, Ken.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Eh, naka-raise mo din mong hand. Basig wala
Ala.
lang ginaano. Napislita na din. Okay, sige. So that would be the final answer, 4.914. Okay, sige. Ngayon ta. Okay. So we also have some shortcuts you can take if you're multiplying by a multiple of 10. Multiples of 10 are things like 10, 100, 1,000, also things like that. So let me just show you this one, Vic, para di ko maluya o ani. Okay. So for our shortcuts now, if we are multiplying like multiples of 10, 10, 100, 1,000, and also things like 0.1, 0.001, or 0. Inana. So shift the decimal left 4 places. If you don't see the decimal point, it's at the end. So 297 times 0.001, so equals 0.0297. Inana. So what if 297 lang? Actually, ang answer is 297 raman gihapon. Kasi 1 raman na diraao. So it's just the same with 297 times 1. So for it to become easier for you, para dili ka maglisod, ihapa na lang ng 4 ang iyang decimal places diha. So from 297 on the right side, you move to the left. Upat man naka-decimal places ang 0.0001, therefore kaupat pug ka mo pa left. So that will give you an answer of 0.0297. So that is the shortcut. If, mora to yung condition ha, if ang answer is kanang 10, 100, 1,000, kanang 1 lang ba na siya 1. Another form, 2.309 times 100. Oh, what if 300 daw kuno? So if it is multiplied into 100, then you have to move to the right. So, pila man naka-decimal places? 2 spaces. 100 has 2 zeros. Duha man ka zero ang naa sa 100. Therefore, move kag ka duha. So, that will become 230.9. So, remember, if ang i-multiply gani nimo kay 100, 1,000, tapos whole number iyahang kapares, or even decimal gihapon siya, so you move to the right. if i-multiply ganin mo siya mga 0.000, you move to the left. Shortcut rani. So ana ra na siya. Dili na ako na anuhon kay nara na siya dira anadaan. Okay. Sige. Let's try this one. Okay, for example, we have 5.89 times 100. Pilay answer ani. Di na pinaspasay. This will become pila ni? Pwede na ninyo i-solve. Matamatahon na lang na.
9, ma'am.
589 ma'am.
Okay, so the answer here is 589. Ngano man? Okay, so actually no dali ra kaya tong tan-awon kay nakay gid multiply nga 100. So you take a look at how many zeros. We have 2 zeros, 1 and 2. So sa to pa kaduha pug ka. Since this is a whole number, this is not a decimal, therefore you move to the right. 1 and 2. So this will become dira na. So the answer is 589. Okay, next. We have 9.9999 times 0.01. Sige. Tama na. Pilay answer na. Shortcut lang.
0.09999.
Okay, sige. Nag-answer 0.09999. So, isa ra na siya, no? We have 2 decimal places here. So, duha man nakabuok. Unya, decimal point pag yun siya. Naka-decimal pag yun yung forma. So, we have to move to the left. So, we have 2 ha. 1, 2. So, point ira na kay 0 diha. So, 0.09999999. So, mauna dayon na ang answer. So, ana ra siya ka simple. Nagdungag ra kag 0. O, sige, next, last. Bulan na po. Okay, nako. Let's have 2.04 times 0.001. Ako na, solve na ninyo. Hindi lang.
2.04 po.
Kusog sa ulan. Ano ko? 0.00204. Okay. Sige. So let's take a look now at 0.001. Supposedly, this is in a decimal form. So therefore, what we are going to do now is to count. We have 3, 1, 2, and 3. So since this is in a decimal form, therefore, all we have to do is to move to the left. So we have, from here, we have, ilan man itulo? 1, 2, and 3. Point. 0 and 0. So the answer is 0. Duha ka 0, 204. So 0.204. 0.00204. So this would be the answer. Okay. Sige. Diri lang sa siguro tataman kusugan na sa ulan oy unsa naman. Questions. Pangutana.
None,
Na
ma'am.
naman siguro no, I hope this is clear. I-review lang ninyo ng mga shortcut kay dali raman na malibot, maano lang mo malipat ana ra. Okay? So if there are no questions at all, let's just see each other again later at 4:30 for our TNA. Sige? So see you later everyone.